am I trying to say? Hi guys. So today I wanted to share with you guys a story from not too long ago, but it seems so far in the past. This story, while in the moment seemed really scary, actually is pretty funny looking back at it. So get your coffee cups, get your face masks if you're doing one. Here we go. So the story kind of starts where me and a bunch of my friends decided that we wanted to do something fun, something edgy, something exciting on a weekend. And I think this was in high school. It was in like the middle. I don't remember if it was sophomore or junior year, but it was kind of like in that middle range. What we decided to do was actually kind of like a prank. And what it was is it's called bolognaing. I'm not sure if you've heard of it before, but basically what you do is you go to the store and you buy a package of bologna, and then you open it up and you just like you just toss it on people's cars that like you don't like. It's kind of funny because it's not like damaging, but it's just really inconvenient and weird and kind of gross. During this time, it was a huge group of friends. It was like 10 people. So we had to take 2 cars and we bought some bologna. And then we were like, who are we gonna bologna? We ended up picking this guy that we went to school with. He was such a douchebag and just like super mean to everyone. We were like, what better target? We drive into the neighborhood. We've got our bologna and we're like, okay, who's gonna go do it this time? So I volunteered and then one of my other friends went with me because we can't obviously all go. So I take the bologna with me and my friend's behind me and we're just walking up the cul-de-sac, like towards his truck. He drove a big old truck. So everything's cool. It's super dark. It's like 11:30 or midnight. We're walking up and then we're almost to the truck and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I see like 5 or 6 people just barreling out of their house. And I was so caught off guard that I just kind of stood there for a second. Me and my friend were just like, let's just turn around. So we just like turned around and started walking back. I guess I thought that they were just going to like try and scare us off. But they definitely were not. They were like literally following us and they were like coming in hot. So these people are just running at us. At this point, I was like, okay, let's just act natural. Hold my hand. We're gonna act like we're boyfriend and girlfriend, act like we're out on a walk or something. So we're like holding hands. I look back and these people are still just sprinting at us. I was like, that's it, I'm done. Like, let go of her hand. I throw the bologna into a bush and I just sprint. I'm like, what the heck is gonna go on? I don't know my way around this neighborhood. I see like this, it was like 3 trees. They were like evergreen trees. They were kind of like bushes though, if that makes sense. They were so close that like the branches were touching. I don't know why, but I just decided to hide in there. I like hopped in there and these people obviously like saw where I went. They just come up and they're like, you better get out of there. It's ridiculous. They were trying to like get me to come out of the bush and they were like, do you want me to tell my neighbors that you're camping out in the bush? And I was like, I'm not camping. My high school brain thought that was a good comeback. They kept threatening to like call the cops. They were like, what's your name? I was like, shit, like what am I gonna say? The first name that came to my mind, I just said Michael. And they were like, Michael what? And for some reason, I thought it would be so smart to come back and say Michael Jackson. These people are like so mad at me because I just told them my name is Michael Jackson. They're like, whatever, we're gonna call the cops. They like kind of walk back towards their house and I'm kind of scared because like my friends are still there, like in the 2 cars. I like found my friend that I went with. We're like, holy crap, what are we gonna do? We're in such big trouble. Well, we can't go back like that direction towards the house because they're obviously gonna like see us. So we just started sprinting again. And eventually we came to like the back of someone's house. Literally, we just hid like under their deck. There was like 3 feet of space between the ground and the deck. So we like literally just hid under their deck and we're like crouching. We're like, crap, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to like walk home and we're gonna have to leave all of our friends behind. The place that we were at by foot is probably like an hour's walk away from my house. So I was like, oh my god, I cannot walk home. We must have been under there for like 30 minutes, just being like, crap, we're in such big trouble. We kind of could see like around, like we would go around the house and we would like peek out, and like after 30 minutes, we saw like police cars and stuff had actually come. For some reason, my mind was like, you're going to jail. At this point, our 2 friends' cars were still there. We were like, the police are going to be searching for us. We're just like, you know what? Like, we're just going to give ourselves up. And like, I literally walked out from behind the house like this. Honestly, I thought they were going to be like, put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Basically what happened when we came up there was the police were asking us questions, and there was like a lady cop and a guy cop, and the lady cop was the nice cop and the guy cop was like a huge asshole. He was like, have you ever been to Cherry Street? Which is like, I don't know if that's like a thing or if it's just like in my area, but it's like where the courthouse is. So the lady cop was like asking us like, why'd you do this? And we were like, I mean, he's a huge douche, and like we didn't actually do anything. Basically, they just were like, don't ever do this again, blah, blah, blah. We're not gonna take you downtown, but like you're in trouble, basically. We had to get in the car and we had to call our parents. And at this point, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We had to call our parents to pick us up. And I was so embarrassed. Oh my god. I cannot believe that this happened just because we were walking towards their house with a pack of bologna in my hand. All of that happened for no reason. During that time, I was like, man, I really messed up. Like, I'm in so much trouble. But looking back at it now, that is such a ridiculous situation. It's so funny. So yeah, that was basically the story of how me and my friends almost got arrested for baloneying someone's car. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I like you for watching.